celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for those who have been taking the time
Oh, yes.
to check out my song. Again, we're gonna this live is about my song. It's about venting. If you're new here, I'm Evelyn Falcon. She's Emily Falcon. I'm her co-host.
She's my sister as well.
Yes, and lately, most likely, what would you say? Her channel. What's your channel about?
About everything, venting.
It's like a personal vlog, I guess it would be, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So let's get into it. So thank you guys for joining us yesterday. Shout out to Fly Man. Thank you for watching. It was super cold outside yesterday, but we came on live because we knew we were going to be busy. And thank you for those who checked out the song. Again, I can see the analytics. Thank you for checking it out. Again, if you would like to use the song Si Un Dia, Vida Mia by myself, Evelyn Falcon, please go ahead, do a story, tag us. If it's on Instagram, tag us at Hair by M&F. If it's on Facebook, you can tag me. Can I be tagged?
I think so, yes. Evelyn Falcon. And yes, we are live right now in real time. We are
is a
live.
live
This is not a
stream.
pre-recorded video.
Yes.
We are live
Yes.
in real time
Yes.
right now here in Livermore, California.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone's time. Don't forget to like this video, please.
Please, give it a
comment,
like.
subscribe if you'd like. If you're new here, you're just scrolling on through and you happen to catch us. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. So,
Oh, thank you so much, Michael.
Oh, hey, Michael, how's it going? How you doing? What's new? How was your Valentine's, Michael? Did you buy your honey or your significant other or your coworker? You know, we did. I couldn't believe it's so funny. We gave 40 little gifts yesterday. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. And again, it wasn't anything big. Just a little bit of candy, some chocolates, little bag, something like we were talking about. And was that in the last time we were talking about cards? Like,
Yes.
Something cards, anything, a little bit goes a long way. But thank you so much, Michael. So I'm glad that's out of the way. If you haven't yet, Michael, please check out my new song.
Si Un Dia Vida Mia by Evelyn Falcon. It's available on all streaming platforms. Well, she has two songs, El Pachuco and Si Un Dia Vida Mia.
Yes.
So if you haven't, go check it
slowly
out.
but surely, I'm trying to get on there, trying to get this whole process. It's been a very fun hobby. So thank you guys again for that. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about some stuff. Some very serious,
about what?
intimate stuff, Emily.
Ooh, what
Are you
about?
ready for this?
Sure, wait.
Kind of what we were talking about last night. About certain rooms, rules, boundaries amongst friends.
yes. Okay.
Younger crowd. Well,
what would you? I mean, and in which way? Like,
so if
your
you're
own
new here,
boundaries,
we like
rules?
to talk about different subjects, Emily and I, right? And sometimes it get really, what would you say that? Controversial. And I really liked what Flyman. Flyman yesterday was saying, the truth is messy. And we're always talking about we're truthful, we're honest. And that's why we rub people the wrong way sometimes. Sometimes we're most hated, like on Instagram, like on TikTok. So yes. So this topic today I want to talk about. How can I start this without being too intrusive?
in your own, like your own boundaries, I would say. Or what is your take on, hey,
So we were hanging out yesterday after we did our live, right? We hung out with some friends and this conversation came up. They're younger people, right? They're in their 20s, 30s.
More just
They're
of
single,
acquaintances.
And we got together to say hi for Valentine's, here's a little gift, whatever. And then I'm like, what are you guys doing tonight? I'm an old lady. I want to know what's going on. What do people do, That date, that still have the boyfriend, girlfriend, et cetera, et cetera. So with one group of friends, we're talking about their roommate is single, but the other roommate has a significant other. And the significant other lives out of town. So for the weekend, for the Valentine's Day weekend, the significant other was going to come out of town to stay with the pareja.
Mind you, not even book a hotel for them to be intimate.
It's been a very long time for me. Okay, it's been a very long time. We've talked about this. But is that like a thing now, guys? I would think by now there's so much out in the world. Wait, hold on. What am I trying to say here?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, so like when we were growing up, right? It was kind of the cool thing, right? Go camping. You take a blanket to see the stars, and then, whatever happens. So different times though, right? I would think now you see all these people that they talk about encounters and they go to a hotel or they book in, is it called Airbnb?
Yes.
Airbnb.
Or just their own place or whatnot, but come on.
So let me get into it, and I hope you're still following because it's kind of choppy. So I was being metiche, and I heard them saying like, oh yeah, my boyfriend's coming, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, wait a minute. mind you, this is a studio apartment that they rent. Okay, so they both, it's one big room if you don't know what a studio is, but the boyfriend was gonna come over. And the roommate was gonna stay there. So I got a little weird about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Boyfriend coming out of town, it's been a long time. Things are gonna get hot and heavy.
And they're telling you, hey, you can stay over. And mind you, she just has one bedroom, and
well, it's a studio, so it's all open.
So it's just like.
So what do you guys think about that? Is that the norm now? Am I just out of the loop now? Is it okay? Like when you guys have friends, right? And you're doing the whole like kickback thing.
Okay, well, what leads to things? Okay, sometimes things get hot and heavy, right? And especially, it was Valentine's Day, so of course there's alcohol.
So I guess my question is,
with some people,
are you guys cool with kicking it with friends and then the friends getting it on in your presence?
or they, yeah,
in your presence. That's what it comes down to. That's what my
and
question.
like, oh, do I can leave, and they're like, no, that's okay,
all
you
good.
can
Like, I'm
stay.
not tripping, just don't
I don't want to
look.
be hearing you guys be intimate and doing it and getting all hot and heavy over there. Like, but I guess, is this the norm?
Is this the norm? Is this the norm? That's what I'm. That's
Or
what
are we too old?
Yeah, that's
or,
what I'm saying.
I mean, some people do say, oh, that's what you do in your younger days. I mean, it's all good. No.
Because I've hung out with some crazy people, but I never got it on in front of friends. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
okay, when
going to the
you're playing
bathroom
handsies under the blanket or footsies, I mean, come on. And then, and like, especially like if you guys are all a group of people, friends, and you're like a third wheel, and they're watching a movie or something in the living room, and they're doing shit. I mean, is that what you're supposed to do? I'm leaving. I'm like, oh no, that's okay. But it's a little strange to me when the partner, like the boyfriend, says, oh no, it's okay, girl, you can stay. Why the fuck do I want to stay? They're gonna like do things.
I would think that. Maybe we're just being perverts. Maybe we're just perverts. I don't know.
But I mean, come
Is
on.
anybody here? Is anybody listening? Can I get some feedback here? Please?
Or I mean, I would just say it's just some stuff that people are like individuals are into, like kinky shit. Like, no, I want you to be around when we're getting it.
Okay,
I want
let's
to hear.
see.
I
Let's
want
see.
you to
Yes,
hear.
Annette. Hi, Annette. Thank you for joining us
Hi.
today. I'm with y'all, but I'm older too. 43, girl. Rent something or make that roommate go a few. Right? And so that's what I was talking
But
about.
I think it's weird, right, when the friend or the person's partner's like, no, it's okay. You can stay.
So we again, and we were in a public setting, right? We were hanging out at this lounge, and so I asked the roommate, the single roommate, I'm like, so what are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna like kick it there? Like, come on,
You're gonna be
hello.
third wheel?
Put things two and two together. Out of town,
Mind you,
Like,
this is
come
already like
on.
9:30 at night.
When they say that's okay, yeah, right, yeah. Hey, Permethus.
When they say that's okay, yeah. Well, then it's like, well, it's
so
not
then it got me thinking. I'm like, okay, so like
Or are we being too mind in the gutter? Or what if they're just like, oh no, we're just like gonna hang out.
So then
Literally?
I got weird too, because then the roommate was like, "Oh yeah, like no, they're not gonna stay here. I don't think. I mean, they're just gonna
This
like."
person came like from how many hours away just to be in this woman's studio. What do you?
So
I
my
mean,
thing was, I'm like, all right.
pretty much, he was gonna spend the night all weekend. Okay, so I mean, I'm not gonna stay around for that.
So of course, that was it. So we left off on that, and then when we left, I was just a little weird about it. I was a little bit weird about it. And again, these are acquaintances of ours, and the person I'm talking about, they're a client of ours as well. So I've done their hair, so I've gotten to know, like, and this client really likes to talk about encounters. Like when, there are things that happen. Like we talked about it, right?
boast
When you're in
about
the chair,
encounters
when you
they've
are
had.
in the stylist chair, and anything goes, right? It's the power of the chair. People open up to you, and I'm not telling their business or anything like that, no. But they're just situations, just seem very interesting that they were all open about it. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm fucking old. Oh, hey, no problem, Zona. I'm glad you liked it.
Hi, Zona boy.
I know, I'm sorry I couldn't send you any chocolates or anything, but it'll, like I said, the card, what it says, it's meaningful, it's true, it's from our hearts, and so I'm glad you got it. Oh, well, I hope you had a great Valentine's Day,
Yes,
Zona.
we hope so.
Zona, so I'm not sure when you came in or not, but what is your take on that, Zona? Because I think you have daughters too that are in your 20s, right? So we were hanging out with some people yesterday, different age groups, different age ranges, like 20, 30, whatever. And this younger couple, it was, the boyfriend was coming from out of town for Valentine's Day, but she has a roommate, and the roommate they live in a studio apartment where it's just an open thing, right? And so the roommate, the female roommate, she had no plans on leaving for the weekend, but the boyfriend was already there. So I got a little weird. Is that weird, Zona? Or do people not care anymore? Are we just too old? Any of you that are still in the
I
dating
mean,
world
we
that are still
knew, we just knew, like, all right, okay, the guy's here. Well, I'm not sticking around for any longer, because it's just let them have their time.
Now, have I gone to parties and actually walked in on people by accident? Yes. Have I been somewhere where, like, you happen to walk by and the window's open and you're like, oh, you're like, oh, whoops, wasn't supposed to do that. Then that's a different story.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's
In a
see.
studio apartment,
Yeah,
you
right.
definitely get a hotel.
That's
well,
so
what's
that's
going
what I'm
on with
thinking.
these people? Like,
Is it because they're younger?
and
maybe?
it's
They
easy
don't-
access. It's the girl's place.
So is it because they're
what kind
younger?
of
do
man
you
is
think?
that?
So do you think it's because they're younger, or
But I think the roommate should have got a hint, like, hey, or they don't talk about it. Oh, hey, I'm gonna have a person over, spend the night. Yeah. What do you're just like, oh, I'll just close my ears and I'm gonna just like.
So the reason I want to talk about it is because my mom was with us, right? My mom's in her 70s, right? And my mom wasn't tripping. She was just like, you guys just no. So
you guys
what?
are
You girls
perverts.
sound like you're jealous because you want to be there. I'm like, what?
I don't want to
Like,
be there.
no.
I'm leaving because hey, it's Valentine's and things
Yeah.
get heated. I guess it was night, and then we don't know if they were gonna have drinks or
Yeah,
what
no,
they were
I'm
doing.
not sure.
Um,
But yeah,
but
so-
when you do ask, you kind of like say.
But it
yeah.
made me question my judgment because my mom wasn't tripping. And my mom's older, like, oh, you guys gonna get with it. So my daughter's single, living at home. She's single, crazy, but respectful, 23. My son, he's 20, lives with his girlfriend, but they are
different than we grew up.
Right?
Oh,
See, that's why I'm wondering. Is
Okay, but I think like what I'm saying is, what.
So okay, Annette, because you have kids like in my kids' age range at that stage of life. So then would you like see? Because that's what I was thinking about. Like my kids, as far as I know, they don't date or they don't tell us. Probably not. 'Cause we're
Maybe
not.
she wanted the roommate there because she didn't like the boyfriend like that.
But if the roommate, even if the boyfriend was coming from out of town, like from a distance,
Then I'm thinking.
what if they're gonna do freaky stuff like
threesome. Yeah.
So I don't know, guys. Am I a pervert? Just be honest.
Or maybe
my
we've-
mom wasn't tripping.
Or maybe
My
we've
mom
had
was-
bad experiences where I've been around where the girl's boyfriend just like we're just hanging out and they're like the guy's like, no, you stay, Emily, like it's all good, and the guy's taking his shirt off and you relax and it's like I don't know what. And I think because maybe people have different intentions, and then the girl was all upset at me like, oh, I think he's flirting with people. I don't like him. So then I learned from those experiences, like, you know what, yeah. Third wheel shit, no, absolutely not. Don't.
Well, and then it's funny because then it got into the conversation. So after that incident where, our red flags were going off, my mom was telling us.
All right,
You
he
could definitely get the wrong idea. Yeah. See, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check up on them tonight when I get off of here. But so then my mom was talking to us because
I'm saying that this is just a situation where they guys have added a third party for fun.
Oh, that's what you think? You think maybe they added a third party for fun? Oh, yeah. See, maybe. So I don't know. Because I'm like, well, they're pretty open about it. So, I'm going to have to check. I'm being nosy now. But then from there, my mom started talking about, she hangs out with her group of friends. I don't really care for their group of friends. But they're trying to hook my mom up with different friends, single friends that are in their 60s. And my mom gets all scared. So, there's a point to my story and I got lost about your mom. Let's see. So now I'm saying that is just a situation where the guys have added. Oh, sorry. So sorry. I thought I just saw it pop up.
And I remember like there's like certain times where you want like your friend to leave because you want to be alone with that person. But if you're just, what is it?
So maybe is that the
no
new
social
thing?
cues or
Or is that the new thing? Like that's how there's always like trends, right?
Yeah.
Is that the new trend? Like, oh, cool. What is it, like voyeurism? Where people watch you and they get high.
I think so.
Watched.
And it depends because certain people they like that. Like, yeah, I want to show you. And these people like that are very open about, yeah, it was so big, and oh, I like to do it this way. And then they're not tripping that you're there because maybe they want you to be jealous of it, or I don't know.
I'm not sure, but that's how I'm like, maybe I'm getting old, dude. I think I'm just.
We're just like, no.
My mom wasn't tripping. My mom's like, I think you're just jealous. I'm like, what, Mom? Do you understand what's going on? Mom?
I just think the roommate what do you want to stay in that? It's tricky because they're paying rent too, so it's kind of like, oh, it's my place. I can be here, but and then this person, what I'm saying, they just met.
Yeah, like a month ago or something like that.
So we don't really know the person that's that came and.
I don't know. So is that a red flag, guys? Do we have a right to be?
Or are we
concerned?
overreacting?
Yeah. What do you guys think from what you've heard? Anyone? I mean, because we've heard.
I know I'm not gonna have no date over and be like, oh, the other rooms are occupied. So Evelyn, you're gonna just like turn around on what I do with
No,
this
I
guy
don't
here.
think so.
I'm not. I mean, and
Unless
they're
that's a new
like, oh,
thing.
that's okay. You stick around, and then you're like, sure.
Sure, Emily. Woohoo! Yeah. Whoa! Did not lie about the grounded. Yeah, girls, you are really right to question because I'm in the same boat. Y'all, I haven't dated a person in the scene like this in a minute. Yeah, it's been a while. So that's why I wonder. I'm like, I do wonder because it's been a long time. But then I think it's funny because, like I said, our mom, she's in her 70s, and her group of friends for the last, 3 years now,
Yeah.
they've been trying to hook my mom up with their friends. And I've never seen these guys. I don't know what they look like. But that's like telling my mom, like, what are you waiting for, Mom? What are you waiting for? You got no kids to worry about. You know, you got your own little money to play with. Like, what's the
And
worst?
Ned says, I'm new to this stuff. And Zona
Yes.
says, yes, maybe he kind of invited himself and she just didn't know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, these
I did
ladies
that.
need to learn how to speak up. Even men need to learn how to speak up.
Okay, but he's just giving you a scenario.
Okay.
So I like that. Okay. You know
Well,
what?
then that's when they should tell the damn roommate, hey, this guy, I'm not really too sure.
Not if they don't.
Ahead of time or text or something while you're in the bathroom.
I'm not sure. Well, that's not our situation.
Yeah.
So.
It was very interesting.
We'll wish them the best, I guess.
I mean, it's
But-
not my life, so
No,
I
it's
can't
not.
really get all involved.
But so moving along, let's talk about my mom now. About this. So I don't know what her deal is. She's got options. She's got options.
She gives mixed signals, though. She does the flirty.
Yeah, she
flirty,
does.
flirty.
Okay, so our mom went on a cruise. When was that? Last year? Was that last
Yes.
summer? She went on a cruise, and she came back. She was talking about her cruise. I guess she pissed a lot of men off, and it was like, oh God, Mom, you gotta be very careful. So I guess she was dancing with some man throughout the whole week she was on the cruise, and they were having a good time. And he was kind of local from where she was at, and then he saw her talking to another guy. He flipped out. So. I mean, have things changed? Anybody, Zona, do you date? Are you in that field, or? Because I know Annette's saying it's been a while.
does have a partner.
Zona, do you have a partner, or are you still single, or are you kind of in the mix? It's been a very long time since I've dated or anything. Like I said, we've talked about this past. Not that I don't want to
says
date.
I kind of uses to have that
Combo.
combo with my twin sister when I was.
When I was staying with her, and I'd be having someone cool.
No.
Okay, yeah, right. Like that's what you should do, right? Like, hey, Emily, so this my friend's gonna come over. Like, I don't know. Can you bounce for a
Yeah,
while?
it was kind of hard that we were identical twins.
Oh my goodness! Oh wow! Is your sister still around, Annette, or are you guys separated, or you guys still see each other? You guys still hang out, or 'cause that's cool when you're identical too. Same DNA. Don't get two for the price of one, though.
I'm recently single, 5 to 6 months. Oh, very new.
Okay, very new. So then, what do you think, then, Zona? Are those specific boundaries that you should follow? Is there a new?
You know, men and twins, like they're
Oh,
perverts.
yeah.
Yeah, we get, there's some.
Oh gosh.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was your twin.
Or what do you guys ever play tricks like that? You being a twin, that's cool. You can get go to work for your sister and then you can switch off.
That's funny.
That's funny. Oh, that's pretty cool though. But yeah, well, thanks for sharing that, Annette. And you
Thank
too,
you so much for
Zona.
watching. No, it's not a relationship anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's hard, but that's your twin, mirror image. Although hearts could be different.
We were best friends until now. Oh, I'm sorry.
What happened, Annette? If you don't mind me asking, we're nosy here. We like to know. We get down to the
Yeah.
nitty gritty. And Zona, if you don't mind telling us too, what are the new rules for dating? Because I have not dated in such a long time. Everyone's like, get on Bumble, get on. What's that other one? Not Tinder. It's another one, Bumble, and there's some other ones where
I
they're.
totally lost track of them because I
Yeah,
stopped
it's
the
been so
dating
long.
apps over 10 years ago.
But then you hear all these horrible stories, and it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Like the one of the girls that one girl that ended up dead recently. She went on a date. She left her kids or something, and
There's a couple of
two of
those.
them. Yeah, the dating scene is crazy
nowadays.
The internet. I agree. So what are the rules then, Zona? Because I think you said you're around our age. I think you said, right? So. You still pay for your date? Do you still, if you invite, tu pagas? Or how does that work now? Because
Or you
this
do
whole
50-50.
Dutch thing, I ain't doing this. I'd
Yeah,
rather
that's
stay
fine.
home, take myself out.
Yeah, that's why I stopped dating. Cause
But Because I was watching, what was it? I was watching One Day Show the other day, and they're talking about dating. That, like, the new thing is, yeah, never spend more than an hour with the first date. Don't extend it and go over to, like, new husband from jail. What?
Oh,
We're in our
we're in
best
the-
relationship with each other. He took over and we haven't. Oh,
Oh,
my
that's
gosh, I'm so
sad.
sorry. Wait, but he's in jail still? And he's got that control? Wow. I'm at the point where my life where I'm not right. Yeah, I get it,
Yeah,
Zona.
I
I
don't-
get it. Exactly. But man, so it's like I was saying though, these new and I'm sorry to hear that, man. Thank you for sharing. Man.
Zona's 42.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's in our age range.
No, he got out. Oh,
he
so
got
he's
out,
there.
so now he's running the household. Oh man, I'm
man.
so sorry. Oh hey, I guess man, maybe the grass isn't greener. I don't know.
Aw.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but
I hope she's safe.
yeah, I hope she's safe. That's creepy.
Well, some of the guys can be crazy.
I'm traditional. Yes. Okay, I missed that part. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't see it.
So yeah.
Yep, took over, get whole house.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
She
That's,
must be really in love then.
or he must be a really good manipulator. One of the two. Man. Yeah. We've had our issue with the prison wives, Annette. So yeah, I've never been a prison wife.
No, never.
Not a prison girlfriend either, or anything like that. But we had a couple of incidents with some of those ladies on
Yes.
TikTok and all that stuff, and some of them they really get on my nerves. Like there's this
Yeah.
one that's on there, and she's always complaining about she wants to get laid and it's so hard. Her guy's gonna get out in like a couple years. Dude, calm down.
Yeah.
It ain't that bad, girl.
Nah.
But damn, that's sad when they take over the house and then like, especially if they're ill-willed and like that. That's just nasty to go over your family, and that's horrible.
Yeah, I never
So
liked any
horrible.
of my sister's husbands, and then they're controlling, and
Yeah, that's sad. And then for them to take to
she lost her toe from diabetes.
diabetes.
And she was hospitalized, and he's 10 years younger. Oh, so she feels like she won't get no one else.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. Dude, 10 years younger, that ain't nothing. And she's young. If you're 43, she's 43. That's so young.
Oh, so he's
Oh,
33.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Well,
man.
hey, man, God works mysterious ways. Who knows? Let's hope that he's very controlling and she feels like she's lucky. Ooh, that's, man. Yeah, I was in one of those for a while. It's an interesting cycle.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very common thing in
But I
women.
can't
mostly.
do anything. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it sucks.
So yeah, it is what it is. They have to make that decision. We have a sister like that. We don't even talk to her anymore either because
No.
her husband was never been to jail as far as we know. Should be, but all the stupid shit he's done. But it's so sad. Like my sister, she was a hard worker, always had her stuff, and yeah, this man came into her life and was like, "Whoa, wait a minute!" Like now they live like cavemen. Sometimes they don't have running water in their house. They don't have phones. Sometimes weird shit. They're like, well, yeah, but to each his
She
own.
does miss her sister.
Of course, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you guys probably like, think about the same stuff without even knowing. Like they say that the twin brain or whatever they say. But so what's going on with you,
She
Annette?
was a hard worker, yes. No,
Aw.
she's like that. Oh, no.
That's so sad. Man, diabetes is hard too.
Yeah.
You do need someone to take care of you when you have diabetes, though. I think. I don't know, but.
Barely making it.
Oh no! Wait, now she's barely making it, even though the guy's young. So he doesn't work or what? He collects her check and shit. That's hard. When you see that shit happen in front of
Yeah.
you, like you see them and it's like, oh, you ain't getting your money. It's like, like I was so embarrassing one time. I went out with some friends to eat and the wife gets checks. I don't know, disability, something like that. And the guy kind of like, he does little side jobs or whatever. And
Nope, never work.
oh wow. And so we went out to lunch and it was so embarrassing. My friend was like, hey, can you buy me an extra hot dog? And I wasn't gonna say no to her, but at the same time I want to know why. And then I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what happened. So when the fucking hot dog comes and when she goes to reach for it, the husband's like, don't eat that. You already had one. And then I'm like, oh fuck. Like my big mouth, usually I'd be like, fuck you, why are you touching her? Let her eat whatever she wants. So then he starts mentioning her weight, he started mentioning all this shit. And I was like, oh wow, like damn, you motherfucker. I wanted to get a fucking puncture, but I'm like, all
But
right,
she
yeah, what
felt
can you
like,
do?
oh, he was the best thing because
Yeah.
she was so fat.
Yeah.
And like, well, she wasn't that fat, but she
She's
was
pretty
pretty,
fat,
and
I
she's
mean,
very popular. And everybody, I mean, she was one of those types of fat that like, I mean, it's not even about fat. We're just like, she's just the type of woman that, a lot of men expect us to be that way because we're big ladies.
Yeah,
Well, I'm big. And they're like, oh, yeah, you're going to give it up and all that stuff.
Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's hard. But again, they have to be willing to get fed up at some point. And if not, then unfortunately, there's a lot of relationships.
I think,
I can imagine all the crazy shit they must get into then. Yeah, we that was one story. The best story I would say was I don't know if it was
Truth.
Yeah, so scary.
That's why. But I'm broke. You see me on here, I'm always asking for money, so that's why I don't date. I don't date because I'm broke. And they're like, some people
No, I
assume that
couldn't
we're-
believe, the last time we went dancing was a few years ago, and I couldn't believe how many guys were like, what's up, baby? You gonna treat me to a drink? Like, who's got something in between their legs? Like me or you? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just different times.
Yeah,
I guess.
because women have spoiled men way too much. And I'm talking about like losers. Loser men. I had to let go and leave. Oh, well, that's, I mean, that's good. Sometimes you have
bravo to you because, again,
then he's going to take your shit, too.
I'm really starting to believe
you.
that saying, right? Better alone than in bad company. Yeah. I'm truly starting to believe that because, women, and I guess that's just, we have bad antennas.
Zona says, you going to treat me to a drink?
Right? Yes! I'm like...
Yeah, that's what they ask.
Maybe if you're cute. Wait, what you gonna do? What are you gonna give me? Now I'm gonna be like the...
I know. I'm be like, oh, what am I gonna get? Some best?
Yeah.
No, I'm broke. I can't.
So last time I did that to some guy and I kind of scared him, but like, fuck you guys. You guys used to do that shit to me, like, where they'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you to eat, and then maybe like, no.
I was living with her to take care of her grandbaby.
Oh, gracious, grandbaby, oh my gosh.
Came out the hospital and nothing.
Oh
no.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Because then he wants all the attention.
Yeah, because he's a baby, he's younger.
And he's like, oh, your sister's going to be telling you to leave me and stuff.
I've never in my life asked a woman to buy me a drink. Yeah, right, Zona? I'm telling you. But these are guys are in our age range.
No, and older. Yeah. Because now some of these men, I hate to say it, but also también, since we're on that topic, a lot of the traditional Mexican men, like the Mexican men that are born in Mexico, you go to bailes and they hook you up with drinks and whatnot. Oh no, a lot of them are now very what the fuck is called?
Modernized.
Yes.
Like very Americanized, I would say.
And now they're like, baby, I ain't buying you.
Mija, tú también trabajas.
Oh, pues sorry, no, entonces no. I was like, no.
Oh, man.
He weighs better, talk, y'all be so right.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And then, it's like, pues.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
And that's, I'm like, nah.
And then the younger guys, we always get younger guys, but they assume, like, we're really established.
Come on, baby.
Like, oh, baby, I see you working at the school and district, and you's a grown ass. Bitch, I'm a grown woman outside. I'm not, like, responsibly mature like that. I'm not.
Okay, guys, this is so sad, right? And I don't care. I'm open. I don't care. I don't have anything to hide. Dude. I cannot believe, dude. I only made fucking $5,000 this year. This whole fucking year, dude. I didn't work this year, guys. I just didn't have work. And I applied. I just couldn't get hired.
And the young guys are
so funny. The young guys are
too cute.
Oh, yeah. See, I've never been with the young guy, though. Okay, wait. I take it back. When I was like, how old was I, 30? No, that one guy. The guy's neighbor.
Yeah,
he was like 22 and I was like 27.
You weren't that.
I wasn't that much. But I felt like I was hella older than him because he was like stupid. He was cute though. We kissed. That was it. That was cute. He was like 22. But that was it. He wanted to move too fast. I was scared. I was scared. And now some of these youngsters, I'm like, okay, you guys didn't get the help you needed or something.
Yeah, so I'm like, no. And if they were like a loser bum, but they were cute, they'd still pay for my stuff. But sometimes I'd borrow a car because I was always a scrub. Passenger princess, but I always borrow a car from my dad, my sister. We would share. And so I'd go pick up the bum guy, but he'd pay. I was like, I'll pick you up and shit as long as you're paying for gas and all that. You're pumping it for me. And they did all that. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, it's great. It's great.
Oh my God, just like me and Jen. Aww. My sis and I.
And then sometimes, the guy, no, I always do that. No, I don't like that shit. The fuck? I don't, driving a man around, but it's because that's the total, what do you call it, stereotype of, fat lady driving a man. It's like, oh my gosh. But no, it's like, no, he's paying, guys. He pays. I don't pay anything.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That's funny. Or like, yeah, you sneak them the bill, like, hey, you
Yeah,
go pay.
all right, here's the
Yeah.
money here, and don't take off with the tip. Y'all twins. No, we're not from Texas, Annette. We're in California. But yeah, so that's the deal. Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
Zona, did we lose you, Zona? Yeah. But yeah, let's see who else. Oh.
Ozona says, I've always dated older women my age at the very least.
Okay, all right. So what's it like to date an older woman, Zona? Do they expect you to take care of them, or it just depends, depending like where the maturity level is, or what's the difference? But y'all know I went to California. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's in this
Ah.
Hollister area. Okay.
Oh, Hollister area,
San
nice.
Benito.
Oh, San Benito, yeah. It's nice over there. Well, now I don't haven't been too nice with the rain and stuff. But for the most part, yes, it's very nice. Aww. So, yes. So, Annette, how long did she say she's been single?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Annette, did you say you've been single for a couple years? Oh, a couple years ago.
Well, when
Nice.
she came to California.
Oh,
I think.
No, she's been
Years ago.
maybe. No, I want to ask her how long she's been single. But